Hello, my lovely Sagittarians. I'm Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do your January 2020 reading. These have been kind of leaning towards love, but I have no focus in mind, so if I see anything with your career, family life, personal life, whatever, I will definitely say it. Keep in mind, these are general readings. They will not apply to every single one of you. I wish I could do that, but I can't. If you would like me to pick up on your personal energy, please email me. My email's in the box below. I will gladly give you all the information you need on personal readings. It's on the community tab as well as my website. Check me out on Patreon. And I do have openings for readings. So, just let me know. I feel like this reading, the energy that I'm sitting in right now, is about choices, needing to change direction or make better choices. Either you yourself or realizing the choices that you've made over the course of last year or just over throughout your life haven't been the best, or the person you're connecting to is feeling this way and having these realizations. So someone definitely needs to make a positive change for the better. I feel like it's like a cycle that just keeps on going with different people, different situations. It's almost like the same thing with a different face. And these choices that are being made have ultimately progressed and gotten worse over time for whoever I'm talking to. So you could very well be dealing with someone who's making piss poor choices. So it could be your children, just family members, someone you really care about, or an ex-person or a current partner. Hell, it could even be somebody new that just came into your life and they're really struggling. You may know about this or you may not, or it could be you yourself. Yeah, so I really feel like this reading is about choices and deceit, ultimately. So the overall energy and or advice for the spread is fork in the road, but you have it upright. Can't remember which sign had this, but they had it in the reverse, so it was like, oh, dead end. Dead end ahead. That was Aquarius, so you could be dealing with an Aquarian. Not necessarily, but this isn't the dead end. This is being faced with a choice. And I feel like you feel like you've been faced with choices a lot lately, or in the recent past. It's almost like I feel like this keeps coming up, and it's because either you or the person you're connecting to keeps making bad choices or the wrong choice. So it's keeping somebody stuck in a cycle, in a sense. So the fork in the road is basically literally what it sounds like. It's I could go this way or I could go that way. And I feel like somebody keeps heading down that dead end road and backtracking back to this point and taking the easy way, or what seems like the easy way. But the lessons are getting harder and harder and harder. And I also feel like the law could be involved in some instances, depending on your situation and the severity of this decision making, basically. And that was clarified by message of concern, sudden wealth, and imprisonment. So for some of you, I do feel like you yourself or someone that you're connecting to or dealing with, or that just in your energy, has made a decision that has possibly put them in jail. Or is going to. They could be facing jail time. Maybe they weren't convicted of this crime yet and they're waiting for their sentencing, or this choice hasn't really fully been made yet, but this could be the outcome of it if they choose wrong, depending on who we're talking about. And if that's the case, I feel like it has to do with theft. I heard petty theft, so nobody's robbing banks or stores or shit like that I feel. I feel like this is stealing from your grandparents, stealing from your parents, stealing from your partner, stealing from your job, little things in little increments over time, you know, that an accountant caught, and it's going to get you in trouble. If it doesn't get you put in jail, it'll either get you fired or put you in a place where you feel trapped or stuck because you're like, shit, now I can't get out of it. When you have that on your record or that bad mark, it's harder to find another job, kind of thing. So then your stability is in jeopardy. So for whoever's doing that, I highly recommend don't like, don't continue going down that road. But for some reason, I don't feel like whoever I'm talking to is the one doing it. I feel like they're dealing with somebody who does these things or has been doing similar things to that. And if it's a child, it's almost like they need to learn. I feel like a parent here is saying you need to learn the hard way because obviously you're not learning, kind of thing, if it's your child. And that's where the message of concern comes in. So you could have gotten a call from the police where someone picked up your child or a family member or your partner, and you're just like, what the hell? How did we get here? Why is this happening? So you're faced with a choice. Do I bail them out so that they can keep making these shitty choices, or do I let them sit there and think about their actions, kind of thing? But if that's not the case, I feel like just the decisions in general that are being made in this situation have been affecting your stability, not just your financial stability, but your emotional stability, just the household in general. So it's causing arguments within a relationship, even if it's just a friendship, or a relationship with a family member. No matter what type of relationship we're talking about, I feel like whoever is dealing with this, someone's argumentative because they don't really see the error in their ways. It's almost like they know what they're doing is wrong because they know the difference between right and wrong, but it's my life, I'm going to live it the way I want to live it, kind of feeling is what I'm getting. So this person definitely has an attitude problem. So that's for some of you. I feel like for others, if we're talking about like a past person coming back or just romance in general, some of you might be receiving a text message, an email. I just saw a newspaper clipping, so I don't know if anybody even uses newspapers anymore. I know older people do. Hell, my kid's father still reads the newspaper, and we're only in our 30s. But anyways, I just, you know how they have like front page news articles, community crap, police blotter. You might have like opened up the newspaper, or you could have seen it online as well, because a lot of people read the news online now, and you saw your ex, their name, and something that happened with them in the police blotter, and you're like, what the fuck? So it just could be news to you, even if you're not talking to this person anymore. You're finding out that they're kind of going down a bad road. And you might have seen this coming when you were dating that person, but it's almost like, whew, I dodged a bullet with that one, kind of thing. But I also feel like somebody might try to come back, say that they're better off than they really are, especially financially standing, because I feel like whoever you're dealing with, whether it's you or someone you're dealing with, is very selfish and very superficial. Whatever they do it for personal gain in any area, no matter what we're talking about. It's all about them. So me mentality. I almost feel like somebody might message you and kind of guilt you into giving them money. So if they feel like you are doing better than them since they've been gone, especially if you're single and they know it, like that's public knowledge, I feel like this person is going to message you and say that they're in a predicament, they're in a bad situation, they feel stuck in a bad relationship, they can't get out, like they want to move or relocate, but they can't because of their financial situation. So it's like, oh, you're doing better, can you please help me get out of the situation, because you know I still care about you, or I know you still care about me, kind of thing. So somebody might be asking for your help, but you don't have all the information if that's the case. So just be excuse me, just be cautious with how you help this person or how much money you loan them or give them, because I do feel like if they are asking you for money, you will never see it again. This is the type of person who will not pay you back. They will promise that they will, but they won't. They could even use a death in the family as an excuse. I'm not doing well, I've missed work, or I lost my job, or whatever their financial troubles are. It's like, my grandmother passed away, or my mom's really sick. Can you please help me to get back on my feet, kind of thing? Or, you know, I need a place to stay, can I stay with you? And then they just take advantage of you, and it leaves you feeling stuck and trapped in this financial situation, or trapped around this ex-person or this person in general, just because it could even be a friend that you've been friends with for a long time. You kind of disconnected, and all of a sudden they come back because they're asking for help. I feel like they might use the excuse, like, so-and-so died, I can't handle it, I have an inheritance coming, it's not here yet, I'll pay you back. You'll never see that money if that's the case. I just want to let you know that. So you're being faced with a choice. Should you help this person? Should you move on? Should you let them back in? Or should you not? Depending on the situation you're in, like I said, there's a child who's being kind of rebellious here that I see. And then there's that ex-person, a possible friend or family member, could even be your sibling. And if it's not your friend, you know your life, you know your situation. But I feel like there's a quote-unquote bad apple here. They make really shitty choices, and it usually affects their stability. This is the type of person, if we're talking about love and romance, this person would have left you, like broke up with you, and went immediately to a new relationship. It looked all hunky-dory, great. They were traveling, having fun. They looked secure and stable and happy while you were miserable. And then they want to come back because it's comfortable, because that didn't work out, but they'll do it again. Like, they're a serial monogamist. So it's like they're a cheater, but they just go relationship to relationship to relationship, and then they fuck each one up. That type of thing. So just be careful. And this card flew out excuse me, for the overall energy, like with the overall energy. So I wanted to take it, and it is the Seven of Swords. So that's that sneaky, lying, cheating behavior, which goes hand in hand with everything I just said. So somebody isn't being upfront with you. They're not telling you the whole truth about their situation because they're looking for personal gain. Even if somebody says that they want you back, there's an ulterior motive here. And it's up to you to decide whether or not you want to be part of this mess again. Because I feel like when you hear from this person, or when you did hear from them, your stomach just kind of sank. Like, why are you here? Why are you talking to me? Why are you back? Kind of thing. Like, what's wrong? What fucked up in your life so bad that you came crawling back to me? You know, I thought that we didn't work out because you didn't love me or you didn't want anything to do with me, so why the hell are you here, kind of thing. But they're definitely coming back with an ulterior motive that you do not know about. Because with the Seven of Swords, like if you look in this card, I don't know if you can see it, he has all these swords and he's kind of sneaking away into the night, but there's two right here that he forgot. It's like, I'll be back for those when everything doesn't work out for me, or when things fall to shit, basically. When I get myself stuck in a bad situation, whether it's literally in jail, or I feel trapped emotionally or financially, because of whatever choice I made, I'll come back so you can rescue me, so you can save me, and we'll pretend everything's all great. You know, that kind of energy. So, I don't know. I keep picking up on sneaky people today for some reason. I did Pisces reading, and that was interesting, to say the least. But we have another liar here. I'm just saying. So let's see, why is fork in the road here? What is this decision? This one? The Three of Swords reversed. This has to do with a past heartbreak, an ending. I just heard some of you might have been cut out of a will, or someone you're dealing with was, or you're the, what is it called? The executor of someone's will. So say a grandparent passed away and you have to take care of all their assets, liquidate everything, and then split it up between the siblings or the family members or whatever. I feel like this person didn't get along with someone in the family. It could have been you yourself or even the person you're dealing with, and this is what this mess is. They cut them out of it, and it's almost like, should I go with what they said, or should I be nice because they're dead and make sure they get a portion anyways, kind of thing. Like, should I fudge the paperwork? If that's the case, I wouldn't do that, because that's against the law, for one, unless you want to share your portion with this person. But obviously, whoever passed away didn't want said person to have any of their stuff for a reason. Like, and you might not even know that reason. So just be careful if you're dealing with wills and stuff like that. But I almost feel like this is also, for some of you, a decision to go back to somebody who hurt you, somebody that you've already healed from, a relationship that really did a number on you in the past, and I feel like it's taken you a long time to get over this person, and they're back because they feel stuck in a situation. But whatever they're stuck in, it's their own damn fault. We have the Ace of Cups reversed over the Seven of Swords. So yeah, this person with the Nine of Wands too, this is not wanting to give up. It's being tired of the bullshit and not really wanting to put any more effort into it, but knowing that there's something like loose ends to tie up. So someone is not done with this relationship. I almost feel like one of you is and one of you isn't. So the person who had to heal from this situation is done or wants to be done, even though they still have feelings for this ex-person. Even if they're minute, they're still there. Like, you care. You're not an asshole. Even though I feel like this person did do a number on you, but they don't love you. They're going to come back because they're in a shitty situation, and they're going to profess their love to you, but it's shit. It's not real. They're selfish. This person definitely only thinks of themselves, and that might be the concerning message. I almost feel like this person might even be at a distance from you, and when they call you with a problem, you're just such a kind, caring person that you're like, okay, I'll drive to another state or a few hours away to pick you up, or yeah, here's your plane ticket, come here, like, I'll get you out of that bad situation because I'm a caring person, kind of thing. Don't let this person take advantage of you, because I feel like that's what's going to happen, because they do not mean what they say. I kind of want one more. Why is the Ace of Cups reversed with the Seven of Swords, please? I'm so done with liars. This is like, what the fuck? Why can't people just be honest and be like, if you don't really care about me, move the F on and stay gone? Because I feel like this person has been gone for a while. They could have been gone for 3 months. I feel it's longer than 3 months, like 3 years even. Almost 4 years. We have the number 13 here. Breaks down to a 4, stability, relationship, yeah. And then 3 plus 1, 4. So you guys could have been separated or broken up for 3.5, 4 years. Or the issues have been going on for about that long. This person could have been contemplating coming back within the last 3 to 4 months as well. Something isn't working out for them. The Three of Cups reversed. This is not reconciling. So for advice, it's make a different choice. Don't reconcile with this person. history's just going to repeat itself. It's like with the Six of Swords, moving on to calmer water. Just drop this person like a bad habit, because they're going to bring you nothing but bullshit, basically. I do feel that you will question them, question their motives, but they're going to lie to you regardless. Like, you're the only one. I've thought about you this whole time. I couldn't get you off my mind. I made a mistake. I never should have left you. Blah, 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 whatever. All of that is what I feel here. So recent past, or what led us up to this point, Sagittarius, is the Nine of Wands. And I feel like this, like I said the first time when I saw the Nine of Wands, it's being tired. Like, you don't want to fight anymore. You don't want to have to go through this shit anymore. It's the cycles, like making the wrong choices, like the choosing to date the wrong people. Whether you realize it or not, just could have been an issue within you that you're finally, that you've either been working on or that you've healed, and it could be the universe coming in, or they already have, with a test, like, have you really healed? Have you really learned your lesson? Are you ready to move forward and drop all this shit and these types of people? But I do feel like there's one person in particular that really stole your heart, that you were like head over heels in love with. I feel like some of you could have been married to this person. It could have been a fast marriage, like you didn't think things through. Maybe you were only dating for a short amount of time, and it was like all that love bombing, just boom, you got married, and then they took off, kind of thing. Went to somebody else, but you still hold a torch for this person, and at least a little bit. It's almost like the torch is burning down, and there's only a tiny bit of the wick left. It's the flame's almost out, but that's when they're gonna come in with this shit. So you still care about them enough to want to make sure they're okay, kind of thing, to see where it goes, to see if they've changed. Just be cautious, because this definitely is, this would be the last go around. But I feel like it's a lesson. I feel like you're tired for a reason. You don't deserve to be put through this shit over and over and over again. This person definitely did a number on you, in the fact where I think you've built your wall up, which was good. For whoever this is for, you might not have even dated for a while, for a long while, because you were terrified of either getting hurt again, like abandonment issues, or you just felt that you kept making the wrong choices, so you're like, I'm not making any fucking choices in love, kind of thing. Like, they definitely hurt you. This person was different for some reason. I don't know why. They just were. They're different than anyone you ever dated. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the upright. Some of you could have even in the past been waiting for them to come back. Like, you put a lot of time, energy, and effort into this relationship, into this situation. I feel like help. I keep hearing help too. So if this isn't romantically speaking, which I feel like the main message here is, but if we're talking about like friends, family, whatever, this is somebody that you have helped them out numerous times. Like, if they needed money for this or that, you gave them money. If they needed a ride because their car was broke down, you gave them a ride. If they needed a place to stay, you let them stay with you temporarily. If they didn't have anything to eat, you made sure they had groceries. Like, this is handouts, and it's almost like, I'm sick and tired of having to help you. When are you going to make better choices and get your shit straight? Because I can't do this forever. Or what are you going to do when I'm not here anymore, when I can't help you? Because Pentacles are finances too, so you could very well have helped somebody out financially, and you're just at your wit's end. It's like, I love you, I care about you, I want the best for you, because you're my sister, you're my brother, you're my whatever. But I can't keep doing this. What are you spending all that money on? Why can't you save it? You know, you have a job. Where's your money going, kind of thing. So I just feel like somebody's at their wit's end with helping somebody over and over and over. It's just because there's a sense of loyalty here too, where you're loyal to this person, probably because they are family, if we're talking about that. if we're talking about this past person, it's you just genuinely love this person. You've been waiting for them. And I feel like you were at the point of giving up and then here they come, kind of thing. It's almost like you weren't dating because you didn't want to make bad decisions in love, but at the same time you were kind of waiting for them. Yeah, you were kind of waiting for them to come back with the Four of Wands. It's like, I'll just focus on me, do my own thing, get my shit straight, and you'll be back, like we're meant to be, kind of thing. Then we have Justice that came out with it. Could be dealing with a Libra, not necessarily, or a fire sign like yourself, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We do have Earth here too, but I feel like somebody either did come in with a message, or they want to come in and justify their actions. Or you, because you're waiting, or you were waiting, because this is past energy, if you were waiting for this ex person to come back, the one that you healed from that really hurt you when they left, I feel like you've made excuses and you're justifying waiting, basically, like to everybody. So if you talk about love and romance to your friends or family or whatever, whoever's close to you, you will stand up for this person, or you did in the past. It's like, yeah, they did wrong, it really hurt me, but you know, maybe the timing was off, kind of thing. Like I hear excuses. Someone was making excuses, and if that's not you, Sagittarius, this person is either going to come back in, or they already did, with excuses as to why they left you waiting, why they left you hanging on, kind of thing. But there's lies here, so just keep that in mind. So the current energy is Two of Coins reversed. This is no longer juggling, it's dropping a situation, because in the upright, this is having too much on your plate, not being able to balance your work life, love life, or just balance anything in general in your life. It's just like, I got too much going on, I don't know what to do. It could be juggling two people as well, or just going back and forth, like, I love you, I hate you, I love you, I hate you. This is kind of knowing either you do love this person, or you quote unquote hate them, or you just don't have feelings for them anymore. I feel like you're dropping the back and forth and you're lightening your load. So through the process of healing, when you've been separated from this person, you've learned what's important and what's not important in your life, and you've learned how to let the small things go, and to live your life in a more stress-free way. It's like, you're not going to let other people's problems bog you down anymore, in a sense. So this, if we're talking about the person you keep helping, if that's the case, whether it's family or not, you're not going to let their problems stress you out. It's almost like, okay, I've helped you for the last time, kind of thing. You know, you said you're going to get your shit straight, you didn't. You're going to have to go to somebody else, because I need to focus on me. I don't want to do this back and forth anymore. I almost feel like if that's the case and you're helping like a sibling or something, it caused a problem within your family unit. It's almost like other people, or your parents or your friends, they didn't agree with what you were doing. They saw that this person was lying to you, that they were using you, taking your kindness for granted, basically. They were seeing it at face value and you weren't, and you might have been upset, and it caused some discord in your other relationships. So you're like, I can't keep doing this anymore. I feel like that's for somebody. So let's see, why is the Two of Coins reversed here, please? I really do feel like somebody's going to jail, though. At least for one person, that message rings true, whether it's your child or your partner, your ex-partner, family member. Somebody around you wants bail money. And I feel like you've helped this person in the past, probably not with jail, possibly, but more than likely not. It's almost like it's time for you to learn your lesson. I can't be part of your problem anymore. It's almost like I feel like when I help you, I'm not helping you, in a sense. We have the Hangman reversed at the bottom of the deck. This is releasing yourself from those stressful situations. It's no longer hanging on. It's not being stuck anymore. It's removing yourself, like what I said. It's also seeing things from other people's perspectives. So if you were constantly helping this person, or whoever it is, whether it's has to do with the ex or just someone you've been helping, friend or family member, you're finally seeing what other people have been saying. It's almost like that aha light bulb moment, like, yeah, you're right, I can't be in this situation, I can't be stuck to these problems anymore, because I got enough of my own shit. Not to mention the person or the people I help, whether it's romantically or not, they're not there for me. So I'm going to remove myself from these people, places, and things and situations where it's one-sided. I don't want things to be one-sided anymore. So if you don't help me too, or reciprocate in some way, shape, or form, I feel like you're kind of done with it. And then we have the Fool card. Excuse me, reverse. This is not wanting to be foolish. You don't want to be played. You don't want to be played. Whether we're talking about love or just somebody who's using you for your resources because they can't get their shit together. I feel like you haven't fully moved on from this past person, like I already said. There's that sliver of hope still there. So I don't feel like you would take you. Okay. I don't feel like you're being foolish about this situation, especially if we're talking about an ex coming back. It's something that you really will think through, because you don't want to be taken for a fool. And you're not being extremely risky, so you're not just jumping off the ledge like you did in the past with this person. I feel like you're actually thinking, which direction do I go in? You're contemplating everything that happened in the past to make a well-rounded decision. So it's kind of like thinking mode right now. And I feel like most of you are thinking about dropping the situation because you feel that there's something better out there for you. And I feel like some of you know this person is lying. You feel it. You don't want to believe it, but you feel it. So why is the Fool reverse, please? Somebody's freedom is also on the line here. Like I said with the jail scenario, it's almost like, no, I'm not going to free you. You need to stay. You need to stay in this situation because you need to learn your lesson. Let's see, why is the Fool reverse, please, from the Saggies? I just feel like you guys are done with the bullshit. The Emperor and the Upright, which is good. This is the best way to see him. This is taking charge of your situation, of your life. This is Aries energy. Yeah, it's dropping all the things that no longer serve you. You know, you're not being foolish. You're literally thinking things through and making well-rounded decisions now, because you're done with the drama. You're sick and tired of the merry-go-round. You're like, okay, I'm going to jump off and then I'm going to seize up the motor so this thing stops spinning. I don't want any bullshit. So this is no BS time for you, which is perfect. If we're talking about career, I feel like a lot of you are making decisions. You're standing in your power. So if you do make a decision, you're standing up for the decision that you've made. And you're trying to, how do I want to word this? Like, I want to say be your own boss, but even if you're not if you don't have your own business or anything like that, I feel like you're very independent at work. It's like, I don't need your help. I'm good. I want to stay where I'm at in this company. I have just enough responsibility. I feel like you could be a boss figure, so you're not, for some of you, obviously not all of you, but I feel like if you're not the boss at the company, or if you don't own your own company, you're like management, so you have some say in your work environment. So you kind of want to stay where you're at. Some of you could have been looking for another job at one point or throughout 2019, and you're realizing that ever since Judy got fired, things have been better, so you kind of want to stay where you're at. You don't want to risk the income that you have, your stability. So you're going to stay put because you do ultimately like your job. You just didn't like Judy, for example. Sorry if you're a Judy out there. No offense to the Judys in the world, just the name that popped in my head. So yeah, I feel like on the work front, you were unhappy with where things were going in the past in your career, but you're satisfied because things have slowed down. There's no drama and gossip and all that bullshit. It's kind of on an even keel, and you're making the type of money that you want to make. And if this is about that past person, I feel like this is you standing in your power, standing your ground. Like, no, why are you here? Like questioning somebody, because you did not chase this person. I can tell you that right now. I feel like a stubborn side of you, you're presenting that side of you to this person. Like, no, I'm standing my ground because I know what has happened, and I'm basing my decision off from history, basically. I don't want history to repeat itself, because I see that fire in the background, and it's like a wildfire, and this is the person you're dealing with. It's like every time you come into my life, you fuck shit up, and then I have to rebuild. And no, you either come in correct or don't come in at all. Somebody has definitely caused a lot of upheaval in your life, and they're lying about loving you. I feel like this person doesn't even love themselves. They're just selfish, and it's what they know. Near future energy within a month's time from viewing this reading is the Ten of Wands. This is very burdensome. This is tiring. You're sick and tired of dealing with people who don't have your best interest at heart. You don't want to deal with this ex anymore, because you're going to find these lies out. I almost feel like if this person comes back and you guys go out on a date or start something, and you're talking at least, they're going to tell you they love you, miss you, blah, blah, those sweet nothings. And you're going to find out that they're still talking to the person that they left you for, or to somebody new, that you're just the catalyst for their change. You're the middle road, kind of like the bridge to something new, so that they don't have to really make a choice. It's like, can you just build me a bridge so I can get past all this crap, kind of thing. I don't know if that makes any sense, but they're definitely bringing a lot of drama back into your life if you let them back in. And if we're talking about somebody that you've helped over time, or time and time and time again, it's almost like they don't get the hint. You've made a decision not to help them, and you're standing your ground. It's like, no, you need to learn your lesson. They're not going to be happy about it, and it's going to stress you out in a way. Sometimes it's more work to get out of situations than it is to just hand over money or say yes. But in the end, it is worth it. So let's see, why is the Ten of Wands here, please? I also feel like if this person comes back and you believe them, they're just going to hurt you again if you make that choice to rekindle something with them. And it's just going to be like, why the fuck did I let this happen again? So they're going to come in and just ruin what you have and make things a lot harder on you than they should have been, or than they have been. Ten of Wands, please. Why is this? Jesus, I didn't realize there was so many. Okay, so with the Ten of Wands, we have Temperance. This can represent you, Sagittarius. It's balance, it's healing, and I feel like that's where you are right now. This is going to corrupt that sense of peace in your life that you've established for yourself. Whoever this person is, whether it's someone you're helping, a child, a family member, or this lover, and I really feel like it's the lover, the ex-person, someone from your past, they're coming to disrupt your tranquility. And then we have the Devil. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, but it's almost like they're coming in with a truce, like the whole I miss you, love you bullshit, but it's a lie. This person has commitment issues. They fear commitment, but they also fear being alone. I also feel like you're afraid You're worried that somebody is going to disrupt your life, which is why you're standing your ground currently. I almost feel like I hear someone saying, am I strong enough to stay away? And then we have the Knight of Swords. So this is them flying in with recklessly with communication. So you're going to find out a message of something that's bothersome to you, something that's going to weigh you down. It's going to cause a lot of work. It's like, this is too much work. They're going to come in really quickly, Knight of Cups, with a romantic offer, with an offer of love. But they don't mean it. It's almost like promising you the world, apologizing for all the shit in the past, and it's all lies. Because with the Devil and the Seven of Swords over here, with the Ace of Cups reversed and the Three of Swords, it's going to put you in that position, in that fork in the road. Like, do I go back? Do I backtrack with you, or do I move forward? Because I still do have feelings for you. Is this true? And it's almost like these people, some of them are just so good at lying and manipulating people into believing their bullshit, that you fall for it, or you really question yourself. Am I making the right choice? If I walk away from you, am I walking away from only the love of my life, or am I walking away from a fucking dumpster fire? You know, it's confusing, and I feel like that's why the Ten of Wands are here. So it's going to really distress you. It's going to bring up past problems, things that maybe you haven't even dealt with yet, that you thought you dealt with because you're doing fine now. It's almost like resurrecting the devil, like summoning the devil, I guess. Yep, they're going to fly in and they're going to lie to you and say, I love you, baby, I need you, I want you, and it's going to confuse the shit out of you. You're not going to know which direction to go in, but your advice definitely is the Eight of Wands. Keep them blocked. Block this communication. Do not move forward with them. And I don't even think this is slow down, think about it, move slowly. This is don't move forward. Exactly. Don't move forward. Oh, with the Six of Cups. That's perfect. Oh my God. Because it's like, don't, with the Wheel of Fortune here, this is divine timing, moving forward. This is, do not move forward with someone from the past. Don't let the past back in. You know, full steam ahead on the future. Don't turn around and hit the iceberg. Like, you know, don't be the Titanic. After that, we have the Tower card. So this is going to happen suddenly, which I saw with the Knight of Swords. So this is them coming in without thinking. It's just verbal diarrhea, basically. They want a do-over. Because we have the Tower, the Three of Cups reversed, and Death reversed. So this is something that needs to end that isn't ending. And the Tower and the Death card, that's Scorpionic energy. It's all about change. I think this is sudden change. And it's like there's a sudden realization that's coming in that you should not reconcile with this person. Do not repeat this cycle. You've already put this to bed. Don't resurrect this relationship, because it's not going to go in your favor. It's just going to cause more stress. Just let it go. Let it go. That's just what I feel with this person. They're not here for you. They're here for them. Something went wrong in their situation, in their life, and they want your help, or you do with somebody else. So the underlying issue or shadow side of this situation is superficial, which is what I feel with this person. This person is superficial. They're selfish. They're self-absorbed. They only care about themselves. They see that you have something, that you're standing in your power, that you're doing well for yourself, because we have sudden wealth here. So I feel like some of you could be in the public eye, not necessarily, but I feel like you're doing really well financially. And even if you're not doing like spectacularly well financially, this person sees something either on social media or has been told that you're more successful than you really are. So they have this idea in their head that you're doing amazing, and they want a piece of the pie. They want to go on a trip with you. They want you to buy them things. They want you to take care of them. Even if it's a child or the person you keep helping, your friend, your family member, whatever, this person sees you as, they see dollar signs with you. It's like, I want all the material things for myself, and I know Sagittarius can give it to me. Or vice versa. Take it where it fits. Like I said, energy, if it's a cross watcher. And then we have sellout. This person will do anything to get what they want. I feel like they might even threaten to out secrets of yours, blame you for past indiscretions that they did. I just feel like this person is going to do anything and everything they can to get what they want. And if you don't give them what they want, if you don't rekindle this relationship, if you don't help them out, they're going to spread lies and gossip and bullshit about you, which is what is going to ultimately burden the hell out of you. It will worry you. It's a toxic situation. It really is. It's extremely unhealthy, and it's going to make your head spin, basically. And you're like, oh my God, like, why is this happening to me? Why are you here? Even if you say no, you're going to be faced with this, because they're just that type of person. They only think about them. So it's like, oh, you won't help me? Fine. I'm going to say this, that, and the other about you. I'm going to lie and spread all these rumors and gossip so that you feel stuck in a situation that you can't get out of. And that might also be the message of concern that comes in. It's just lies, and you're finding out that this person is spreading lies about you because you stopped helping them. You stopped with the handouts. You stopped wanting them. You didn't want to take them back. People could be assholes, I'm just saying. So if that sounds familiar at all, just run and ignore the gossip, because that will always go away eventually. You know, and anyone who knows you will know that it's a lie. I know it's hurtful and it's disrespectful. Some people believe the bullshit. They believe things that aren't true. But if those people believe that stuff about you, they're not your friends. They're not supposed to be in your circle. Just let them believe what they want to believe and move on with your life. So what you want to say to somebody, or what they want to say to you, Sag, is, I'm not the same person that you remember. And I feel like this is you telling this past person this, like, I've grown. I make better choices. I'm successful. I'm balanced. I've healed from this. I don't do the same things that I used to do. I've learned my lesson. So this person is going to try to come in with their same antics because they think that you're the same person, but they don't realize that you've done a lot of work on yourself and that you are not who you used to be. You're not broken. You're not a pushover. You're not a doormat. You stand in your power a lot more, and they don't know that. They're going to come in and they're going to find out that that's how you are, because you're going to be like, no, I am not having a new beginning with you. I am not moving forward with you. We're done. It might cause some emotional ickiness for you, but ultimately, it's the best decision. It really is. And then I can't ignore the signs I'm receiving any longer. I feel like this could be both of you in a sense. I almost feel like this, if it's for you, Sag, this is you saying, I know this isn't right. My gut is telling me something's wrong. We shouldn't be together. I shouldn't be helping you. I shouldn't be part of this. I don't want to end up in fucking jail. You're doing something illegal. I don't know. There's just something about the situation that you're not comfortable with. So I feel like this is you saying, I got to listen to my intuition. I got to back out. I don't want to be part of this. I need to drop it. But it's also the other person trying to weasel their way back in. Like, I've been drawn to you. I've been thinking about you. I've been trying not to contact you, not to come back. But I can't I can't hide my feelings anymore. I need you, Sagittarius. You're my whole life. I love you so much. Please let me come back. I can't believe we ever separated. That type of shit. It's a bunch of horse shit. That's what it is. And then we have lying was just easier for me than telling you the truth. And I feel like this is the other person. And they're still lying to you because it is easier. They don't have to be emotionally tied to you. We have lies right here. So, this person is just a chronic fucking liar. I mean, they caused a lot of pain for you. No matter what situation we're talking about, but I really feel like the romantic one, this person sent you for a loop. You were so depressed and so sad and distraught when they left, and you're finally at that point where you're at that point where you're moving forward, and they're going to come back with this bullshit. You've healed, and it's like, I'm headed in this direction, I'm taking a right, and then they come in and they want you to veer left, and you're like, I don't know what to do now. But you do know what to do. Every situation is different, but obviously somebody is being faced with this decision. Just err on the side of caution based off from history, what this person did to you, what they said to you. Have they been there for you? Did they ignore you? You know, like, no matter who we're talking about, love, the people that the handouts you've given, your kids, whatever. Don't let people walk all over you. Make the best decision for yourself. Stand in your power, and don't let somebody take what you've worked your ass off for. Whether we're talking about money or your sanity, you know? But that's what I have for you, my dears. I really hope that this information helps somebody, helps you make a clear decision that is best for you. I hope you had a wonderful new year, and I hope you have a blessed 2020. I'll be talking to you a lot more this year, and hopefully I'll get to do some lives and all that happy stuff so we can interact. I have a lot of things that I'd like to do and bring to the table for you guys, because you've been amazing, and the love and support, I'm over the moon for it. If this made sense at all, please like, share, comment, subscribe. The more you interact with me, the more I have time to pick up on your energy. Hit me up for a personal. I do have openings, and even if I'm booked up, when you message me, I will make time for you because I love you. But just use your discernment. Just listen to your intuition, because I feel like you got a bad apple coming back. You're dealing with somebody who is not healthy. They care about themselves, and they're a fucking liar. But I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.